Howdy guys, it's Sky Royal Lance here with my next video for YouTube. It is going to be the first video of a series of videos that I'm going to do about teaching the basics of how to play the game Go. Those of you who don't know, more explanations on its way. I apologize. Just first off, this video is not going to be the best quality stuff. I'm using my phone. First off, it's just an iPhone 6. I don't have a lot of fancy equipment. I don't have a tripod or anything to keep this steady. So it is going to kind of be, it's not going to be the best video. I apologize. I'm going to try to do something better. So right now, I'm just going to be introducing what Go is, the components of the game, the type of the pieces and the board and such. That way that you can just get a basic understanding of everything that you might need if you want to start your own game. And then I'll move on with the rest of the basic lessons as we go. So let's get started. Okay guys, we're ready to get started then. So this is basically what you need to play. Pardon this. This is just a kind of a footstool thing that I took the cushion out just to help support it. And again, I'm going to apologize for video quality. It's a phone that I'm holding in my hand. I don't have anything to support it, and I also couldn't figure anything out to actually support it with, so I apologize for that. Anyway, so a little bit about the game itself. Oh, I must have... Sorry, bumped it. It's really wobbling over there. Anyway, about the game itself, Go is actually an ancient Chinese game. It was developed several thousand years ago. They call it Wai Chi. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong to any native speakers or anyone who knows Chinese. And they've been playing it for quite literally millennia. It is also it's one of the oldest games to stay in its original form, even older than chess. So really, it's got a lot of history, and a lot of people play it. It's a very popular game over in Asia. They play it just about in every Asian country, starting in China, and then in Korea is where it really kind of next moved to. They call it Baduk over there, but it's the same game, same rules same rules. And then it went over to Japan, and in Japan it's known as Eagle, or the encircling game, if you translate it literally to English. When it came over to America, I think it was in the early 1900s, just about the time after World War II, in and around World War II, the game came over to America, and several people began to really fall in love with it, and eventually there was the American Go Association, the AGA, was developed, and that helped spread the popularity of the game during here in the United States. Obviously, not everyone knows about it, but personally, I think that's a real shame, because this game really is something that, is quite awesome, and there's just a lot to it. So first off, let's just go over each of the pieces of the set. So these are these two things here. These are the Go bowls. These are made out of a jujube wood. It's probably one of the... it's one of the cheaper options if you want it to look authentic. You can use just about anything, but this is more of the authentic look and shape. So that's kind of why I liked it. The board itself is made out of bamboo wood, layered bamboo wood. This side here is the 19 by 19, which is a standard Go board size. On the back of it, there is a 13 by 13 board, which that's used for smaller games, for people who don't want to take as much time actually playing a full game. The stones are double convex stones. Look like this. Just pretty simple things. These are a size 33, which it's pretty comfortable in your fingers, especially when you play. And this is actually the preferred size by the Japanese. They also prefer the double convex like this. You can get single convex where one side is flat. That's, from what I hear, is what the Chinese prefer. And some people like that because when you set these stones, they can wobble a little bit, but it's nothing annoying. This is just what I prefer. You can get whatever you want. These stones are made out of glass, just glass pieces. These ones have a little bit of some kind of coating put on them. They're a little shinier than the black ones are. There are several different types of materials you can get ghost stones in. You can get them in plastic. You can get them in glass like this. You can get them in slate and shell. Shell, slate, for the respectively. But those are the really expensive sets. I'm not kidding. Just to get a standard set of ghost stones, which is 181 black and 180 white, just to get a standard one of those in shell and slate can cost anywhere from $200 to $400, depending on the quality of those stones. This game can get really expensive if you're going for the high-end stuff. This is pretty, just average, nice stuff. I mean, it's not cheap, but it's not expensive either. This cost me about $100, somewhere around like 150, 160, I think. I can't remember. It's been too long since I purchased it. This is several years old. So yeah, that's what this is about. Now there's also another material that you can get. Sorry about that. There is another material that you can get called Yunzi. Yunzi is or Yunji, however you'd pronounce it. I'm not really good with Chinese pronunciations. You can get those online. That's actually a very traditional stone type, especially in China. It's a special kind of glass compound made with certain minerals, a highly secret formula. However, I do just want to warn you, none of this is validated, by the way. None of what I'm about to say is validated entirely. But the stones, Yunzi themselves, I used to own them. Yunzi is actually part of the material. Part of what's used to make them is lead. So they can leave a lead residue, which can absorb into your body. At least some people say, and some people have warned against purchasing lead sets because of that. Some people think that it can be harmful over a period of time. So just fair warning, if you're worried about that, you probably don't want to get the Yunzi stones then, because also they are a little bit more expensive. The glass ones, they're fine. They feel just like Yunzi, to be honest, in my hands. Just the same weight. These are actually a little heavier than they look. And then, when you place them, they sound just about the same. I mean, some people like Yunzi for its snap qualities of when you hit it against the wood, but really these do just the same thing. But yeah, you can there's a online store called YellowMountainImports.com, which sells just about everything Go possible, including some other games that you may never have heard about. They sell several materials. They also sell books. They also sell instructional books, and their sets actually give you a beginner's book. Their sets will actually provide you a beginner's book called The Way to Go, and that's just so that's a nice thing. And then there's another site which I got these stones from called Go Guru. Their prices are pretty nice too. It's goguru.com. I'm pretty impressed with these stones, and plus not a lot of them shipped. The Yunzi ones that I got from Yellow Mountain Imports, they did ship a lot actually. Several of them did. I eventually went through all of the spare ones that they gave me. So yeah, you kind of be careful what you're getting. Go Guru, I would recommend Go Guru personally for the stones, but for the boards, the bowls, carrying cases, if you want to get any, probably get those at Yellow Mountain Exports. They're not bad priced. So, okay, that's that for the introduction. So my next video that I'm going to put up is the beginnings of how to play. The start, what do you do to actually start playing now that we've got a basic overview. So tune in. I'm going to upload that just the same time as this one, and I'll see you guys around.